I think a lot of us grew up with the idea that we have to be tough all the time, that we have to be able to handle everything. And by everything, I mean everything. Physical burdens, mental loads, money, work, relationships, absolutely everything. For some reason, that's what being a real man is supposed to look like. Always strong, never letting what you feel win. If you're watching this, you probably already get where I'm going with this. I don't even know what thumbnail or title this video's getting. So hey, if you're still here, maybe it wasn't that bad. This video is mostly aimed at men. That doesn't mean it's not useful to women. Please stay, I think it helps everyone. But there are things that tend to happen more to men, and that's what I want to talk about. One huge belief lots of people still carry is that crying equals weakness. We treat crying in men like it's a flaw, like you're not strong if you let it out. Some of you might think that idea is old news, but you'd be surprised how many people still believe it. I'm not here to judge, maybe you still think that way, but I invite you to listen. Maybe it'll shift how you see things. A lot of this comes from the internet, creators telling us what masculinity should be. I always say, don't take my word as gospel. Be critical, compare opinions, and draw your own conclusions. There are creators out there who act like gurus of how to be a man, and they push these ideas that crying is for the weak. That's where the concept of toxic masculinity comes in. It's just a name for beliefs we were taught that actually hurt us. Crying is a normal human response. It's not that different from laughing when you're happy or frowning when you're mad. These are human reactions to feeling something. I'm not a psychologist, this is just my take as a guy in his 20s, but it's weird how society started turning crying into something bad for men. This whole video actually came from comments I saw. People saying things like, crying in front of a woman is like bleeding in front of a shark. That line stuck with me because it implies that the minute you cry in front of someone, everything's doomed. That's a scary, unfair way to see it. If you think crying in front of your partner will make them leave you, I think that's nonsense. We often speak from our own experience, maybe it happened to you, and I don't want to make fun of anyone for that. If that's happened to you, I'm really sorry. It's painful. But the problem isn't the crying. Crying is one of the most human things we do. We should stop splitting things up into men and women and just see each other as humans. Ask yourself, why do you believe what you believe? A lot of those ideas got put in our heads for no good reason. Holding your feelings in is what really hurts you. I used to bottle things up all the time. I'd stop myself from crying, swallow my anger, pretend everything was fine. I was taught I always had to be able to handle it, but you can't always handle everything. Pretending you can is not strength. Refusing to feel is. Real strength sometimes looks like admitting vulnerability, asking for help, saying you're not okay. That takes courage. So if I can give one piece of advice to the men watching, don't hide how you feel. You don't need to.
If your partner walks away because you cried, then the problem is them, not you. If someone can't handle your vulnerability, they probably weren't the right person to begin with. Show vulnerability with people you trust, parents, close friends, or a partner who's worthy of your trust. I know it's embarrassing to be seen crying, I feel that too, but if people distance themselves just because you let yourself be human, they weren't worth keeping around. To wrap this up, holding things in does real harm. Don't be ashamed of feeling. And if you're going through a rough time, reach out, talk to someone. Men often skip getting help because they think asking for it is weakness. That's a toxic thought that does a lot of damage. The gym can help, it's great for stress, but don't stop at just working out. Talking and processing feelings is important too. In my country, in 2023, there were 8,837 recorded suicides, and 81.1% of them were men. That number is worrying and shows we need to change how we think about men and emotional health. This video is a call to be a bit more aware of what we believe. There's more to say, and maybe there'll be a part 2. Thank you for being here. I hope you're doing okay wherever you are. Take care. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night. See you later.